the price of a new car these days, which pushes $50,000. And if you want a new electric car, well, I'm sorry to say, that's going to cost you even more. But a new, very different kind of EV startup is changing all that with an EV pickup truck that costs under $20,000 after federal incentives. And here it is. This is the Slate Truck, and we're going to take a look at it today. They have stripped down manufacturing to its simplest form, and the truck is really, really basic. You get one color, that's gray. You don't get an infotainment system. You get this blank slate, they call it, just a platform, and then you can add on hundreds of different accessories to basically make this truck your own. But this, as you see it here, is going to be the base model that arrives in your driveway if you don't add any of those options. You can add wheels and wheel covers and all sorts of stuff, and you can even turn this thing into a damn SUV. Visible and DIY-able this Slate Truck is. Kind of whole concept here is to create a back to basics vehicle that regular people can actually afford. Slate is all about customization and DIYing your truck to be exactly what you want it to be. And it's a really interesting new approach, I think, to EVs. It's kind of crazy how many different combinations of add-ons and accessories you can add to this vehicle to make it look and feel however you want. One of the things you can do, you can wrap it. They say it's super easy to wrap, and they say that professionals can wrap a truck in just 30 minutes. The vehicle comes in gray, and that is dyed into the composite body panels, and changing the color of this truck is really just the beginning of the customization options. You can choose from a bunch of different covers for the daytime running lights. You can swap out that Slate badge in front and have it be whatever you want it to be. So here's how the customization program works. You order your accessories from Slate, and a lot of this stuff just uses regular hex keys. So it seems like pretty much anybody could figure out how to swap parts on their truck. You can get two different estimated ranges in this truck. The lower range one gets 150 miles projected, and the longer range one gets 240 miles. So those are the only two variants that come out of the factory. It is one with a small battery, one with a big battery. Everything else is added after the fact as accessories. So the Slate Truck is single motor rear wheel drive. Really interesting thing, this comes with a Tesla designed NACS port, and it's actually in the right place. The max power is 120 kilowatts, and they say that this car can charge from 20 to 80% in under 30 minutes. It's kind of hard to talk about the Slate Truck's design just because this thing can be so different depending on how you customize it. But I think timeless, really simple design without being boring. And one thing that's really cool is that there is this boxy one that we're looking at here, and there's also a fastback, which honestly is probably the one that I would order. And it's pretty basic in here. You know, you have a good amount of hard plastic, but it has a nice texture to it. In front of me, I've got a digital gauge cluster that also functions as the backup camera. You'll have gray panels up here, and this brown leather is also an accessory. So in this one, we have actually a couple of speakers behind here that can connect to your phone via Bluetooth. Instead of an infotainment system, you get an app on your phone. You stick your phone into this phone holder, and it actually gets plugged into the vehicle. You can actually add steering wheel buttons over here that control your volume or control the track. On the left-hand side here, I can see that there are cruise control buttons. So you do actually get cruise control in this car, but it's just basic cruise control, no adaptive cruise control or lane centering. Overall, this interior is pretty darn basic, but it's really cool that you can upgrade it over time. Really cool to see a company going the complete opposite direction and making something that's really for everyday Americans.